Okay, so our ultimate goal in creating porous pavement is to create a stormwater management system to reduce the runoff. We want to stop this. This is actually a really cool picture because I found this on YouTube. A friend of mine, or Facebook, a friend of mine posted this on Facebook this year. This was in downtown Newcastle, about 8 miles from my house. And I was like, oh wow, how cool is this? I could put this on presentations, but you know, this is the situation that we're trying to eliminate, and by creating a porous paving system. Get my thing over there. This is a project that we did a number of years ago north of Zillionoble. They wanted to add on to this parking lot, and the stormwater management system that was designed, they said, would not hold the additional parking spaces for the employee parking lot. I mean, that's what they said. So I said if we went in and we put in porous paving for these few parking spaces, we would be able to put those parking spaces in. So we took a concrete mixer with 1,000 gallons of water, for a little demonstration up there one day, and emptied that mixer and just sucked it up as fast as we could get the water out of the truck.
How long had that surface been in?
How long has it been in now?
No, when you did that?
Oh, it was just, the plastic had just come off, so it had only been in for maybe a month. It was clean, all the good stuff. It hadn't gone through the years of non-cleaning and all the dirt and everything. So we did the ASTM C1701 infiltration test right at that time, and it was draining at 700 inches per hour at that time. So we did a little demonstration. I showed how to do that, which I'm also going to show today, and we brought that mixer of water in. So one of the important things, just like Eric said, is the design. When I look at a design, I can tell what the maintenance schedule is going to be anymore. At one time, I didn't really understand it as well, but when you design a project and you're going to use that porous concrete at the bottom of the hill, and you're going to drain everything in the surrounding area into that, you're going to have a maintenance issue, and you're not going to be able to keep up with it. It's going to be that bad. I kind of look at it as a kitchen sink. You know, how often do you have to clean that strainer basket out of your kitchen sink? Same thing with porous concrete. You know, looking at a site and saying, well, maybe if you know, the porous concrete was up higher and everything wasn't draining onto it, we're not going to create that maintenance issue. That's the type of things we need to look at. You know, the biggest issue is mulch. We put a hillside, we cover it with mulch, and put porous concrete below it, and what happens? You know, there's ways to look at it to stop that. I mean, using curbs whenever absolutely possible is going to keep things from washing onto it. Another thing to look at are the edges. You know, the edges are going to be the weakest part. You know, by having a curb, we don't have that exposed edge that's going to be the issue. You know, using porous concrete where you're going to drive through a dirt parking lot, or you know, you're using vehicle traffic just to track additional dirt onto it is going to be a maintenance issue. One of the things that we found out over the years, avoid using porous pavements where asphalt is going to drain onto the surface. I mean, I don't know how many projects were done, hey, let's put porous concrete and we're going to drain the asphalt parking lot onto it, but it creates a big problem. This was a project up in Indiana, PA, at the community college. Everything was coming down this hillside. There's even a drain here, but when you look up at the top there and see how much debris there is at that curb, all that debris from there to there washed onto that pavement and clogged up that pavement. So looking at jobs, you can see where you're going to have an issue. Well, here's one where new asphalt was put right beside porous paving, and what happened? Why is all that standing water there? I mean, that was a good project. There's no reason for standing water. But as the asphalt deteriorates, as that beautiful black color goes away, it's not fading, it's wearing away. And what happens is the pores of the concrete are collecting that runoff. You know, they have those parking stalls up higher than what the concrete is, and they're washing off the asphalt into this porous concrete, and those pores are getting completely plugged up with wearing away asphalt. I mean, it gets in there, it's warm, it plugs up the pores, and it's almost impossible to get out. Trying to get in there and clean it and to remove those asphalt particles is very difficult. Another issue we have to be aware of, you know, they found this out in Chicago, they found this out in Indianapolis, they found this out in Washington, D.C. when they decided to do the alleyway projects. We're going to take a strip down the middle of the alley, and we're going to let all the water come off of the roofs and roof drains and run into the alley and into that strip, and it's going to take away all the water, and we don't have a problem anymore. Problem is the roofs are filthy dirty. Just a huge amount of dirt comes off of the roofs and plugs up that strip down in the middle immediately. I mean, you cannot keep up with the maintenance enough. So if you do want to drain a roof into porous paving, make a provision, make a clean out. You know, here just using a catch basin that can be periodically cleaned is much easier than clogging the entire area where that roof is going to drain. And these are just areas from the design aspect that's creating more or less maintenance. Using it as a curb and question?
So you're just draining a roof drain into a pond,
Into
a little burn well, and then letting it overflow out on the sidewalk.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, this is going into a catch basin, and the pipe is up higher, the exit rear pipe is up higher, so you're letting that come up and then go into the paving, underneath the paving, the retention bed into the porous paving. So it still can be done, but you still have a way to clean out the debris. Using porous paving for curbs and gutters. I've seen this on plans, I've gotten myself into trouble for saying don't ever do it, but at the end of the day, it's creating a huge maintenance problem. This was a retrofit parking lot in Westmoreland County. It served the purpose. It did a great job. It was a huge parking lot that would sheet flow water from one end of the parking lot to the other end and into the buildings below. So they took and they cut the asphalt out of the parking lot, and they put, you know, porous paving with trees and silva-cells and curbs, so they would trap the water as it came down and let it work its way into the porous paving. Great idea, but who's cleaning it? It's a huge cleaning maintenance issue that no one is touching. And you can see how much, you know, dirt, debris, asphalt, everything that's getting trapped in there. So it's a solution, but every solution also has a maintenance issue with it.